Look at America, it's going completely backwards. Just a little bit about dating in Thailand. That physical closeness between friends. After my video about being gay in Bangkok hit over 25,000 views, I realized this is a conversation that needed to be had. And something happened that I didn't expect. I had Thai people messaging me. I had people from other countries messaging me saying, wow, they never realized it was so safe here. And then I also had Thai people who have moved to Australia validating my experience and some of the things that I've had. So today I'm going to be sharing the things that I didn't say in part one of and why I'll never be the same person as the person that originally moved here almost 1 year ago. Last weekend I was at an event with my friend and my phone just started going off like crazy, like bing bing bing. I had all of these notifications and I realized my first ever YouTube video was actually getting some traction. And I looked down at my phone, it had jumped from like 1,000 views to then 5,000 views, and then I realized this isn't just my story anymore, this is our story. And also the comments really started to open me up to learn more about the Greng culture in Thailand. And it's this beautiful Thai concept of being considerate of other people's space, of not imposing and just having quiet respect for somebody. And that's truthfully why I think the kindness is felt here so differently. Because it's not loud, it's not performative, it is just steady and it is consistent. And honestly, I think the whole world could learn a little bit from that as well. Just be a good person, have a good heart, and you will be trapped with the same. And if it doesn't hurt anyone, my penrainaka. And talking about that, kindness is kind of like the default setting in Thailand, actually called the land of smiles. And I think that that's why so many people feel that when they come traveling here, or they decide to settle down here for a long time as well, because that's the energy of Thailand. While different, a lot of other cultures are so different, but everybody has this collective love for Thailand. Thai people don't always need to understand you to accept you. They accept you as you are. So here's one of the things that absolutely melted my heart since I moved to Thailand. Is the physical affection between you and your gay friends is completely normal. You can link arms when you're walking the street, you can hold hands. I will say though, hugging here isn't that common. In Australia, we hug our friends a lot. If you're really close with somebody in Thailand, hugging isn't that common. It's more to get to really know someone. But when you are friends with someone, they will link your arm, they'll grab your hand when you're crossing the road, or grab your arm, make sure you cross the road safely together, because they genuinely care about you being safe. And that was something I felt like, oh, it was so narak and just so cute when my friends did that for me. In the beginning, I thought it was a bit weird, but I fully embraced it because that's something that I really appreciate, and it just makes me feel really good and nice to know that your friends care about you. And you will also see it's normal for like friends to be walking and like putting their hand on each other's back, or like maybe even leaning heads while they're just waiting or hanging out. That physical closeness between friends is a lot more common here than it is in Australia, because you might think, oh, they're a couple, but it's just a friends thing. And coming from Australia, I think if you were to do this with your friends, they would probably think, oh, maybe he likes me, or maybe it's like wants more, and it's like, no. And something about that, it's made me more present, it's made me more nurturing, because there is whatever gay community you want here. There's the gay party scene, there's the book clubs, there's the running clubs, there's anything that you want available to you in Bangkok specifically. And something else I will say around hanging out with your Thai group of gay friends is they genuinely care about you and want to make sure you're having fun. So they might ask you like, oh my gosh, you look so tired. It's not from a place of like being mean. It's from a place of being like, oh, I love you. Like, are you okay? I care about you. Whereas in Australia, like if somebody said you look tired, you'd be like, oh my God, that's so rude. They said I look tired. Are you having fun? Because I noticed when I first went out with my friends in Thailand, going out clubbing or going to different bars, in Australia, you kind of tend to do your own thing, or in Europe as well. Like you go out and do your own thing, you'll leave your friend group, come back. Whereas in Thailand, if you go out with your friends, you tend to stick together. You just have fun, dance together, and make sure that it's like definitely this group closeness, which I think is really special. Something that I also never had before moving to Bangkok was actually doing spiritual things with my gay friends. It wasn't really that normal. If I would talk about like energy, intuition, going to church, meditation with a lot of my friends, I felt like I was always trying to justify it. Obviously, there were some people a lot more open-minded. However, since moving to Bangkok, I have friends we'll go to the temple, we'll meditate together, we'll talk about spirituality. And I think like Thai people generally do have such a open heart about spirituality, because a lot of the country is Buddhist. I remember a friend told me a story about how he had a gut feeling to not go to work. He's like, I'm just not supposed to go to work today. Like, something felt off. And that same day, that was the earthquake in Bangkok. Nobody judged him or said that that's crazy. He told everybody at work the next day, like, oh my God, I just had a gut feeling to not go to work. I had a feeling something was bad, and he was supposed to travel like 2 hours or something, go to the complete other side of Bangkok. And he was like, no, I'm going to work from home today. And that's what I love about Thai spirituality. It's not about being right. It's more about being connected. Imagine in Australia telling your work colleagues, like, I just have a feeling I'm not supposed to come to work today. But then the next day tell them, oh my God, thank God I didn't come because there was the earthquake. Nobody questioned it. Nobody asked anything. That was just how it was. Recently, I've just moved outside of the city a little bit. Like, I've gotten out of the center of Bangkok. A lot of my friends were like, oh my God, you're moving so far away. But for me, I've just removed myself and I'm loving the simplicity. I'm loving the quieter style of life. I'm still so close. Like, for me, 40 minutes in Australia, like, that's nothing. I used to have to drive an hour every week to see my mum because I've realized I don't need the high-rise condo. I don't need the flashy lights. Now, I want to be really real with you for a moment because, like anywhere in the world, there is a party scene in Bangkok. And there is high fun, there is substances where people are meeting up from apps or going to these high fun parties. And I just want to be aware anybody coming to Thailand, and this isn't to scare you, this is just to let you know because this literally exists all over the world. Like, just to be sure, like, before you meet up with anybody online or before you do things, just make sure you do your due diligence and ask people questions because there is that side of the party scene to here, like any other big city in the world. And just use common sense because at the end of the day, you're here to experience the culture, you're not here to escape your life. If I had to describe being gay in Thailand in one word, it would be freedom. The quiet and the gentle kind, the kind that whispers you're safe, you're gentle, you can just be. Because imagine if the whole world lived by the Thai philosophy of, like, if you're not hurting anybody, you're okay, you are safe. Can you just imagine what a world we would live in? So something that shifted me as a gay person living in Thailand, I always was seeking validation or approval from other people. I wanted people to say, oh my God, you're doing the right thing, but I actually don't need that anymore. And that's the biggest shift that has happened to me since living here, because the culture here taught me that the confidence that I have doesn't come from being seen. It comes from being at peace with who I am on the inside, not having to justify, not having to explain. That quiet internal freedom is something that nobody else can take away from you. Nobody can give you that feeling. It is inside of you at all times. So let me know if there are any other topics you would like me to talk on for all the gay culture in Thailand, because there is so much I want to get into, but let me know in the comments. And if you're queer or gay and you're thinking about visiting here, wondering whether you should, I would just say, just try it. Just come for like a week and just travel and see how you feel, because you can't be safe to be gay in Thailand. Where in the world can you be safe? And I truly mean that. Thailand is one of the top places in my opinion. Even if the laws don't always match up, the laws don't mean anything. There's so much homophobia in so many parts of Europe and Australia and America. Look at America, it's going completely backwards in the safety for gay people. And Thailand is slowly coming up with the legalities and with the right. Also, you can just be yourself here. So that is something that I truly stand by. Something else I would like to add on around being gay in Thailand, maybe it's just a little bit about dating in Thailand, but really understanding the Thai culture before you start dating a little bit will help you a lot. When you say certain things in Thai, it doesn't always translate in to English. If you're dating a Thai guy, he might end up sending you a message saying something like, I miss you. For a foreigner, it might be like, whoa, like that's quite strong. But actually, it just means more like, I'm thinking of you or something like that. I mean, there's so much more. I'm probably going to do a full video on dating. Let me know if that's something you would want. สวัสดีค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ